Hey guys, it's Paddy here, and I love using my mobile phone and KineMaster for iOS and Android to shoot little travel videos when I'm out on the road. They're easy to make, fun to look back on, and to share with my friends. And right now, I'm going to show you a couple of tips and techniques you can follow to create your own travel vlog with KineMaster. I recently travelled to Melbourne, and of course I had my camera out filming everything along the way. I absolutely love airport food, and I found it very difficult to resist these donuts and these chocolate croissants. Of course, by the time I'd selected a healthy snack, I was running late for the gate again.
That's me, gotta go.
In its simplest form, a travel vlog is often just a series of point-of-view videos with some music underneath. Taking things up a notch is as simple as adding voiceover to give added context to your images. In KineMaster, we can add voiceover right in the application. Place the playhead where you'd like your narration to begin. Hit on the microphone symbol and click Start to begin recording.
The Yarra River is an iconic landmark in Melbourne. The river has glorious stretches of green esplanades, and high-rise buildings have sprung up along its edges to capture the sparkling river views. For those closer to the ground, the Riverwalk is rich in public art and sculpture.
Once you've made your recording, you can click Review to listen. If you need to, click Re-record, and KineMaster will return the playhead to your original start position and allow you to record over the top of your first take. To drop the volume of your music during voiceover, first select your music track. Then click Volume Envelope. Place the playhead just before your voiceover starts, then click this icon to add a control point to your music track. Move forward a little, then add another control point. Now with the playhead over the control point, bring down the volume slider to around 25%. Move to the end of your voiceover and add 2 more control points here and here. Make sure this control point is set to 100%. You can use these arrows to navigate your control points with a click. Click the left arrow. Now, reduce the volume for this control point to 25%. Control points that are a little further apart will have a gradual change in volume. Volume changes will be more abrupt with control points that are closer together. Another thing that you can do to make your travel videos more interesting is include little grabs from your trip where you talk to camera about something you're seeing, experiencing, or thinking. Bring your piece-to-camera clip into your timeline and let's cut out any bits you don't want to keep.
And I can see these poor guys. They must be freezing.
Click the track, click the scissors, then choose from one of these options.
Great that there are literally only 2 homeless people that I can see in this park, but also
if I trim to the left of playhead, KineMaster will first delete the selected clip left of the playhead and then secondly shift all of the footage over so there are no gaps. This is known as a ripple delete. I now have a few cuts in my dialogue. If we play through these cuts, the results can be a little jarring.
cycling and driving and catching their trams.
But look what happens when I overlay some point of view shots to hide my edit points.
Normal practice, people are just going about their normal day, cycling and driving and catching their trams.
Much better.
I don't know what the answer is, but
Another thing I'd like to show you is how to achieve an in-camera whip pan. This is where you whip your camera in a particular direction after you've finished taking a shot, and then you start your next shot with the same movement. When the two clips are edited together, the transition looks really cool. Here is my example shot where I pan down from the sky, hold on the subject for a second or two, then whip down at the end of the shot. I do exactly the same thing for the next shot. And then in KineMaster, I cut the first clip just as it starts to blur, and then bring in the next clip.
The book is rich in public art and sculpture.
Nice! Of course, KineMaster has loads of special transition effects you can choose from too. Click on a point between two clips to display transition effects on your device. Choose the one you want. Click, and you're done. If you can't find the transition you're after, you can click into the store and browse a range of free and premium transitions. When you see something you like, simply click on it and it installs automatically into your transitions folder, ready for you to use.
Gonna finish off my lovely walk.
One of the great things about KineMaster is it lets you edit full-size vertical video in addition to normal 16:9 format. So if you're creating a vertical video and you find yourself without a tripod, I discovered a coffee cup makes a good stand in a pinch. I hope this little tutorial is useful to you. Don't forget to check out the other great how-to videos right here on the KineMaster channel. My name's Paddy McCann. I'll catch you next time.
Gotta go. Well, good morning. I'm in Melbourne. It's been very, very interesting. I stayed at a backpacker's last night. Makes you feel young staying at a backpacker. And anybody who was going to complain, if I had any thoughts to complain, I've just come out for a morning walk and I can see these poor guys. They must be freezing. You know, it's cold, it's Melbourne, and it's amazing that we as a society accept this is normal practice. People are just going about their normal days, cycling and driving and catching their trams. I don't know what the answer is, but I definitely don't feel like complaining about anything today. Whenever I see rubbish right next to a river, I'm always compelled to pick it up. You just don't want those plastics going into the ocean. I know there's a lot of rubbish around, and I know that it seems a bit silly picking up 2 or 3 pieces of trash when there's just so very, very much more. But if we all picked up just 2 or 3 bits of trash, there wouldn't be any.
The Yarra River is an iconic landmark in Melbourne. The river has glorious stretches of green esplanades, and high-rise buildings have sprung up to capture the sparkling river views. For those closer to the ground, the river walk is rich in public art and sculpture.
I absolutely adore the cycling culture here in Melbourne. There's a broad walk all the way along the riverfront here and everybody's just cycling to work. It's so cool. Anyway, there are people, pedestrians walking as well. I'm one of them. Gonna finish off my lovely walk.